My child, listen to me now with your whole heart, for today, October 2nd, 2025, a current of mercy has already begun to move toward you, and a big miracle is drawing breath with your name inside it. I am the one who saw you when you were small and unsure, the one who numbered the hairs on your head when storms made you think your value could be washed away, the one who loved you when your name was misused and your kindness misunderstood. I speak and winds settle, I breathe and deserts bloom, I open my hand and living water rises in dry ground. Do not look at the clock that people hold up to frighten you, look at me. I am not late, and I never forget. Yet hear this clearly. You are making a big mistake, and I will not be silent while something small threatens to steal something great. I am warning you because I am for you. I am correcting you because I want you whole. Do not run to the voices that feed your panic, do not run back to what I pulled you from, and do not sign your name to fear. I am here. I am speaking, and I am setting a boundary around your tomorrow so that this miracle can arrive to an altar prepared, not a table of confusion. You have been tempted to fight battles I did not assign. You have felt the itch to answer every accusation, to prove your worth to people who cannot see your heart, to chase after rumors like a child chasing birds that scatter at every step. Stop. That is the mistake. You are pouring the oil of your attention onto fires that will only grow hungrier. You are wasting prayers explaining yourself to those who do not want understanding, only entertainment. Bring your case to me and leave it there. When you try to manage what I promised to handle, you make room for fatigue to sit where faith should stand. You do not need to explain a sunrise, you only need to open your curtains. Let me be your light. Let me vindicate. Let me rearrange the room without your constant apologies for the noise. The miracle approaching you depends on your willingness to step out of the courtroom of opinions and into the quiet where I am forming something new. The seed already in the soil of your life is cracking open, reaching for warmth. Do not trample it by pacing the field in worry. You have also been tempted to revisit an old door because it looks familiar, because familiarity seems safer than faith. But the paint on that door flakes with every touch for a reason. I closed it. I did it gently to spare your feelings, and I sealed it firmly to spare your future. Do not reach for the lock again. The blessing that belongs to you is not hiding behind yesterday, it waits in the hallway of obedience. When you grasp a knob I closed, you declare that you know better than the one who sees beyond walls. You do not. Let this be your relief, not your burden. I have a better door knotted with ribbons of timing you cannot untie by force, only open by trust. On this day, October 2nd, 2025, choose to release the need to make it happen your way and your hour. I have already synchronized people you have not met, resources you have not imagined, and turns you cannot yet anticipate. Your role is not to script me, your role is to say yes. You have allowed fear to rehearse the worst ending in the theater of your mind. You have pictured an ambush where I am building an embrace. You have trained your eyes to spot disappointment so aggressively that hope feels suspicious. This is the mistake. You think suspicion protects you, but it starves you. Do not interrogate my gifts at the door as if they are intruders. Let gratitude be your usher. Let wonder seat you where you can see. The miracle coming will not fit into the small boxes you crafted to prevent pain. It will stretch you, yes, but stretching is not tearing. It is painful to hold your breath. It is painful to clutch your fists. It is painful to mistrust the air I have given. Breathe. Unclench. I am not speaking to your fantasy. I am speaking to your future. The path I have marked requires you to stop agreeing with the voice that says you are always almost but never enough. I do not speak the language of almost. I speak the language of complete, finished, it is done. You have been standing at a crossroads where impatience sells shortcuts like cheap souvenirs. The signs are painted loud, fast, instant, right now. But the cheap paint bleeds in the rain, and the arrows point nowhere in particular. You have thought, maybe I can shave time off the journey. Maybe I can speed up what God is doing if I just push a little harder, network a little more frantically, post a little more desperately. No. When you press a seed for speed, you crush it. When you force a door before the hinges are set, you injure your hand. I am not slow, I am thorough. And I am not just preparing a blessing for you, I am preparing you for the blessing. The miracle will not make you faithful, your faithfulness makes room for the miracle. Keep doing small obediences with large joy. Keep finishing what you start. Keep telling the truth when lies feel fashionable. These are not delays, they are foundations. You have allowed a hidden bitterness to take root, and it stains your prayers like ink tipped into a clear glass. I see how you were dismissed, how your generosity was treated like a given resource rather than a gift, how apologies never came from those who benefited from your silence. I know it hurt. But bitterness is a parasite pretending to be a protector. It tells you, I will keep you from being used again, while it quietly uses you to starve your garden. Let it go, not because they deserve freedom, but because you deserve flow. The stream of favor I am releasing will gather sediment if you keep rehearsing every slice. Forgiveness is not an eraser for justice, it is a comb for the knots that keep you from moving. You will see justice in the way I define it, awakening, consequence aligned with truth, correction rooted in love, and protection that does not need an audience to be real. When you release what you cannot control, your hands discover they were always meant for building, not clenching. You have also been tempted to trade your identity for access, to mute your convictions to sit at tables that only want your talent, not your truth. Do not edit yourself to fit chairs that wobble. The table I have carved for you is steady and set. Your voice was tuned for rooms that value resonance over volume. If you compromise to enter, you will continue compromising to remain, and every compromise takes a pinch of your clarity until your mirror forgets who you are. I did not create you to be a fog that takes the shape of the container. I made you a river with banks firm enough to carry ships and gentle enough to water gardens. Let your yes be yes, your no be no. The miracle scheduled for your life will not require you to impersonate someone else to receive it. It calls you by your true name. My child, you have prayed for a sign, and because you asked, I will be very plain with you. The big mistake I warn you of is to move ahead without me and then ask for me to bless the mess after. Do not sprint beyond the sound of my voice. Ask before you agree. Pause before you post. Wait before you sign. A single quiet hour with me will save you from months of recovery. When you keep your appointment with my presence, you acquire sight that cannot be counterfeited. You will know which opportunity is bait and which is bread. You will feel it. One will buzz with hunger, the other will hum with peace. Choose the hum. Peace is expensive, do not buy substitutes. There is a person you have been considering inviting back into your life, not out of wisdom, but out of loneliness. Understand me, I love them too, I am working on them too, I desire their healing as passionately as I desire yours. But they are presently a door to distraction, not a door to destiny. When you are lonely, you become vulnerable to narratives that promise warmth without commitment, attention without respect, closeness without safety. I never shame your desire for companionship. I only ask you not to fake it. Do not accept a counterfeit because patience feels heavy. If you wait with me, I will set an appointment that confirms itself with kindness and continuity. Love that is from me will not ask you to hide your light to make it stay. I am interrupting your worry about provision. The miracle drawing near includes resources, yes, but more importantly, it includes order. Money without order is a windfall that spills. Provision with order becomes a river that learns your fields by heart. On this day I want you to make one simple shift. Stop saying, if I had more, I would be generous, and start living, I am generous with what I have, and therefore more finds me without fear. Set aside a seed that only heaven knows about. Place your plans in writing where your eyes can partner with your heart. I will send ideas in small packages, do not despise them because they do not look large yet. A mango does not resemble a forest, yet in its seed lives shade for future children. Write, refine, release. I will put a name on your mind today that leads to a conversation next week that opens a gate you did not know existed. I am already whispering your value in rooms where your feet have not yet stepped. Walk with the dignity of one whose invitation is authored, not begged for. You ask me, what do I do now? Begin with this, bless the next hour. Clean the small corner of your world you have been ignoring. Answer the message you have delayed because you feared disappointment. Collect the documents that prove you have honored what I gave you. Drink water and forgive yourself for the days you thought rest was disobedience. Then, speak out loud where you are. I move with God, not ahead of Him and not behind. I am under His hand and within His timing. I do not rush miracles, I host them. Speak it, not because I need reminding, but because your heart listens to your mouth. You have underestimated the power of agreement. When your words stop contradicting my promises, your world stops feeling like opposing weather patterns fighting above one city. You carry grief that shows up in surprising rooms. You laugh, and the grief sits in the back. You work, and it watches quietly. You try to worship, and it taps your shoulder just when the song reaches hope. I am not scolding you for grieving. I am sitting with you in it. But do not let grief rename you. Do not let it turn your house into a museum for pain. Build one small altar of gratitude in the center of it, a sentence you will not trade. God, you have kept me when I did not know I was being kept. Place that sentence where you can see it. When tears come, they will find a place to go besides drowning you. Tears that fall on gratitude become rivers that irrigate recovery. On this road, I am not asking you to sprint. I am asking you to allow me to untie the knot one loop at a time. Your miracle is not a denial of your sorrow. It is a promise that sorrow is not your entire story. There is a craft in you, words, music, building, teaching, designing, healing, something I wove into your hands that you pushed aside while you were surviving. Bring it out again. The big mistake would be to assume that what feeds your soul cannot also feed your future. You have believed a lie that joy and provision must live in different cities. I am authorizing a bridge. When you sit with your gift daily, not as a performance for approval but as a conversation with me, ideas will rise like birds and return with branches in their beaks. Some branches are contracts, some are collaborations, some are clarity that saves you from expensive detours. In the days ahead, I will teach you to measure progress by faithfulness, not applause. Applause comes and goes on the wind of trends. Faithfulness builds a climate. I am addressing your body, the temple where you carry me into rooms that do not know my name yet. Treat it as a sanctuary, not a storage closet. Rest without apology. Move because movement is a song I wrote for muscles. Feed yourself with choices that tell the truth. You are worth care now, not someday. The mistake is to wait until the miracle arrives to become the person who can hold it. Become that person now. If you train your capacity, the blessing will not feel heavy when it lands. I am not dangling gifts above you, I am growing your shoulders. Do not confuse your season of pruning with punishment. I have cut back branches that were leafy but fruitless. In the moment, it looks like less. In the harvest, you will understand it was more. You were connected to habits that gave you the feeling of momentum without moving you anywhere real. I removed them. You were entertaining conversations that drained your focus and then blaming yourself for being tired. I ended them. You were watering relationships that refused to root. I closed the hose. I did not do this to embarrass you. I did it to give you room. Space is not loneliness, it is an invitation. Fill it with what will grow. If you partner with me in this pruning, you will notice how much lighter you feel because you are no longer carrying the branches that belong to someone else's tree. I am speaking clarity to your nights. The dreams you half remember will assemble into sentences. Keep a note by your bed. When your eyes open, write what you heard, even if it feels small. I will repeat patterns until you see them. Do not chase strange signs, honor simple confirmations. You will see the same phrase on a page, then on a billboard, then in a message from someone who did not know your prayer. Smile and say, I hear you. I am not trying to make this difficult. Your miracle is not a riddle to solve, it is a gift to receive with hands emptied of the wrong things. You are concerned about timing. You say, but I have waited long, will I miss it? If you are with me, you cannot miss me. If you stay near, you will hear the door when it knocks. I will not slip blessings into your life like a thief sneaking through a window. I will arrive through the front door with a peace that looks like sunrise in your chest. Practice recognizing that peace. When you feel it, move. When you do not feel it, wait. You will not be punished for waiting with me. You will be strengthened. I am not training you to be passive, I am training you to be precise. Now hear my charge for this very day. Make room. Remove 3 small things that clutter your attention, an extra promise you made to please, a piece of noise you feed out of habit, a fear you rehearse like a song stuck in your head. Replace them with 3 small obediences, a conversation you have avoided because truth felt awkward, an act of generosity you can do without announcement, a decision about boundaries that will protect your flame. These will seem ordinary, but watch what happens when ordinary aligns with eternal. Doors that were stuck will slide, people you couldn't reach will call, ideas you couldn't articulate will phrase themselves. Not magic, order. Not coincidence, coordination. I am the God of order, and miracles love my order the way ships love deep water. Refuse the theater of urgency others try to sell you today. Urgency is not always holy. Sometimes it is a costume worn by manipulation. You do not have to prove your devotion by sprinting through every gate someone declares, now or never. Let me define the now. Let me define the never. Your pace will look calm to people addicted to chaos, and they may call your calm indifference. Do not let their labels stick. I call your calm wisdom. I call your pace obedience. Watch how the path clears when you stop performing for panicked spectators. I am turning you from a collector of moments into a curator of meaning. Your photos, your memories, your trophies, your scars, I will weave them into a testimony that does not glorify pain but glorifies presence. You will tell your story without needing to exaggerate victories or hide valleys. People will feel safe around your honesty because it will carry hope like a steady fragrance. This is part of the miracle. I am not only changing your circumstances, I am changing the way your presence changes rooms. You will bring permission for others to heal. You will bring a quiet courage that says, we can do hard things because love does not leave. I am not giving you a platform to shout your pain. I am giving you a garden to show what grows after storms. For the work of your hands, I am sending wisdom that looks like strategy and favor that looks like timing. You will receive an email or message with language that feels like it was written to your exact ache. Read it thoroughly, reply with clarity, do not minimize your value in the first line. Practice writing as if your future self is already watching you from a balcony, smiling because you finally believe what I have always said about you. Terms will be fair. Adjustments will be possible. Negotiations will not be war, they will be water finding shape. I am with you in the practical as much as in the poetic. Bring me into spreadsheets and schedules, into invoices and interviews. I do not only live in the high notes of worship, I move in the tempo of Tuesday tasks. There is a whisper telling you to isolate so no one can hurt you while you wait. That whisper is not from me. Isolation promises safety while building walls that keep help from entering. Choose wise company, not no company. Look for those who celebrate your boundaries instead of resenting them, who are excited by your growth instead of threatened, who can hold your success without feeling smaller. One or two are enough. Do not audition for a crowd. I bless covenants, not audiences. When you walk with aligned hearts, your steps multiply. Where two agree in my name, floorboards that once creaked with doubt begin to sing with confidence. I am touching your imagination. You have used it mostly to forecast loss. I am reclaiming it to preview joy. Envision yourself finishing what you start. Envision yourself stewarding increase with integrity. Envision yourself sleeping deeply because you made decisions in the daylight with me. Envision yourself smiling at your reflection because you recognize the person looking back. Let these holy rehearsals prepare your nervous system for goodness. Sometimes the body resists blessing because it has worn disappointment like a uniform. Let me change your clothes. My child, I am not scolding you, I am shepherding you. The big mistake would be to hear my words and then continue as before. Do not do that to your own soul. Act. Set a time each day that is our time, and defend it the way you would defend an appointment with a king, because it is. During that time, let your heart speak freely without editing. Then listen. Write what you hear. Obedience will emerge not as a list to impress me, but as a path to enjoy me. The miracle coming will not stand alone, it will be surrounded by these daily yes. And when it appears, it will feel natural, as if you turned a corner and found what you were always meant to find. This is how I love to bless, in ways that thrill you without confusing you, in ways that stretch you without breaking you, in ways that lift you without losing you. On today, October 2nd, 2025, I mark you with clarity. I announce over you, no more running back to what I closed, no more spending strength on battles I already won, no more starving your hope to feed your suspicions. Your steps will sound like decisions, not apologies. Your voice will carry peace, not panic. Your eyes will find signs of me even in small rooms. And the miracle? It is not merely on the way, it is at the threshold. You will recognize it because it will not demand that you betray yourself to keep it. It will affirm your alignment with me. It will echo every quiet yes you offered when no one was clapping. It will fit not because you shrank to wear it, but because you grew to carry it. Take these words and move. Bless the next hour. Guard the time with me. Forgive the debt that keeps renting space in your mind without paying. Close the old door with gratitude, not resentment. Step into the hallway even if you cannot see the end. I am there, both at your side and far ahead. I am your pillar at noon and your flame at night. I am your counsel in the meeting and your comfort afterward. I am your father, your friend, your future. Believe me when I tell you, you are not late. You are not lost. You are loved, and love is leading. The big mistake ends here, where your yes begins again. Now watch, your life is about to speak a new sentence, and every word will be full of me. My child, I am speaking to you now, and I want you to hear me clearly. Today, October 2nd, 2025, a big miracle is set in motion for your life, and nothing formed against it will stand if you simply align with what I am saying. Do not try to skip this. Do not rush past these words as if they were another passing note in the noise of the world. I have waited for the hour when your heart would be still enough to receive what I am placing into your hands. You have asked me for signs. You have asked me for relief. You have asked me for proof that I have not forgotten you. I have heard you, I have seen you, and I have been working while you were sleeping. The breakthrough is appointed. The celebration is written. The door is already swinging open, yet I must warn you, you are making a big mistake that could delay what I have prepared. My child, please do not do this. Listen to me immediately and do not try to skip this. Your mistake is not that you are weak, your mistake is that you keep returning to the voices that weaken you. You keep letting the past sit at the table with your tomorrow. You keep replying to the message that should remain unanswered. You keep opening the door that I have already instructed you to lock. You keep negotiating with fear as if fear were your counselor. You keep measuring your destiny with the tape of comparison, forgetting I designed you without duplicates and assigned you a path that only your feet can walk. Today, I am interrupting you because the miracle I have released cannot be welcomed by hands still holding what I once asked you to release. Let go of what keeps you small. Step away from those who drain you. Turn down the volume of the accusation that does not belong to me. I am not the voice that mocks you, I am the voice that wakes you.